Welcome to my incredible little life. Dila checking in with you right now. It is episode 85. Man, guys, we're almost at 100 episodes. 100. That's why I put on this shirt. It is the 85 shirt. Nah, jokes. I might as well be wearing linen pants with this shirt. I made a huge mistake, and I will tell you guys more about that in a second. But if this is the first time you've seen my face, the first time you've been introduced to this channel, my name is Dila. This channel is all about empowering myself, becoming the best person I can be on the daily basis, as well as posting daily episodes to give you a little piece of my life every single day. So if you could hit me with a subscribe and as well as a like, that would be awesome. Moving on with the day, I went on a journey today to get my clothes washed because my dryer and washer at my apartment is very stingy and they want tons of money from me. And I was like, no, I can't help you with that at all. So I went to my cousin's house to wash laundry. And so for some reason, I looked outside and I was like, you know what, sun rays are hitting my face and slapping me. And I thought to myself, shorts, short sleeve shirt, as well as sandals with socks, with socks. And I was wrong. I mean, look, I was wrong. I was dead wrong. It was not the time for that at all. It is cold as shit outside, and I don't understand why it's still cold as shit. March is almost over. We're moving into April. Could we just get some sun rays that are completely sun rays and no cold wind, no cold weather? That'd be so nice. But anyways, so left the house, unprepared, underdressed, and it is gonna bite me in the butt later. I did not know this, but now I do. So went to my cousin's house, talked to him, chatted. He has two beautiful daughters, and we kicked it. They beat me up for most of the time. We played some Sorry as well, so it was kind of like a kid-friendly day. And of course, me and my cousin got down to some real convo and all that stuff like we usually do. And I washed clothes. So that was kind of the play of today. So it kind of got later and later, and I was starting to make some plans with my brother. My brother is here in town from college, and he has to go home soon. Want to make sure that I spend some time with him before he leaves. Because it's always the same moment when he's got to go back home. We only see him like 3 or 4 times for certain durations during the year, and then, he's gone again. So we were planning on making a trip to Red Robin, and they serve mostly burgers as well as like chicken sandwiches and some other items. But what they're mainly known for is bottomless fries and bottomless drinks. And I'm telling you right now, baby, them drinks was delicious. But we're gonna get to that. The night is winding down, and I'm like, okay, I'm about to head out soon. So I start packing up my my belongings, my laundry, my wares, and all that stuff. So I take the first basket outside, and I'm like, click, click. In my mind, because that's what your car's supposed to do. My car didn't do that. So I was very worried. I was like, okay, let me get closer, because sometimes when I'm at a certain distance, car be tripping. So I got closer, click, click, in my brain again, not on the, the little key fob. And I'm like, nah, come on, baby. I need my car. I'm supposed to go pick up my brothers in 15 minutes. Plus, again, guys, it's cold. And I don't understand why it's cold, but it's cold. And so I'm like, dang. So I start opening things up manually. And so I'm like, dang, it's gonna be one of those nights. So maybe a month and a half ago, maybe a little less, my car did die at work, which was dope. And again, this is dope because I'm at my cousin's house, so it's not that big of an issue. So car died in the parking lot at work. And so I was like, you know what? Make sure we're always covered. Make sure we have jumper cables, and we always have a jump starter. I bought one initially, but I didn't like it, so I was like, I'm gonna return it and get a different one. Haven't got one yet, but this video will remind me to do so. I'm outside, hands freezing, shorts on, short sleeve, outside trying to jump my car with one of their cars. I'm outside with the jumper cables, trying to hook it up and, get my car started. And it was not working. and for some reason it was not working, and I was like, man, my car is like dead. The lights aren't on when I open the door, so it's just dead. So I'm thinking the worst, and I'm like, man, I don't really want to deal with this. Plus, I don't want to deal with the aftermath of like tomorrow and taking care of this and like trying to move it and all that stuff. So I'm like, please, I just need this to work. So I go back in to see my cousin. I'm like, yo, can you come help me, man? Because this ain't working. Comes outside. And he's like, yeah, so what's going on? And I was like, yeah, car's just not starting. You know, it won't turn on. I saw a spark initially when I hooked it up to the jumper cables, but now it's not doing nothing. And he's like, you sure they're like hooked up right? And of course, you know how it goes. As soon as something ain't working, when you bring somebody else along, then it starts working magically. You know what I'm saying? Lucky charms. So I go over and jiggle the jumper cables or whatever and move them a little bit. Or maybe he did. I don't even remember. But eureka. Boom. Car starts, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, you win a gold medal. Whatever, dog. And so he's like, oh, okay, you good then, right? And I was like, yeah. So leave it on there for like 5 minutes, let it charge up. He's like, you know that don't matter, right? I'm just like, for my sanity, just leave it on there for just a second so I can like, you know, feel secure in the idea that it's charging, whatever. So pack up the rest of my stuff, you know, load it into the car and go get my brothers. So I pull up, and of course my baby brother jumps in, and he's like, oh yeah, where you been at? And I'm like, y'all didn't get my text? He's like, no, I didn't get your text. I'm like, of course you did. You know what I'm saying? But you want to ask me where I'm at. And so I was like, yeah, my car died. He's like, oh, snap. Oh, dang. And I'm like, yeah. My other brother jumps in the car. You've seen him before on the channel. And so we head to Red Robin. So we sit down and we all order fruity drinks. It's like, I got some Sunset drink, all non-alcoholic because I don't even drink. So anyways, put that out there. So we all got our specialty drinks, and they were all bomb diggity dong, dog. Like, they were good. And so I was like, dang, man. So I threw back like 5 of them, you know, bottomless, but they $5, you know what I'm saying? So I threw back 5. I hope I got my money's worth. Probably not. All that damn ice. But the food wasn't good. I had some burger, some jalapeno pork something burger with whatever. It was just butt. There was no seasoning. Like, they didn't even hit it with a dash of salt or nothing. They didn't give it nothing, so there was no flavor. My baby brother got a chicken sandwich. Other brother got like a grilled chicken sandwich, and that's what they ate. I don't know if they liked it, but you know, my food was trash. So my baby brother was going on about, you know, getting a shake. And so, you know, the guy brings the bill. He's like, do you guys need anything else like dessert? And my brother is like, who trying to share the shake with me? And I was like, we all looked around at each other. And I'm like, yo, bring us 3 cups, man. You know what I'm saying? Baby brother wants something. You know what I'm saying? It's his last day here. I got to do something for him. So we drank those. And, bruh, those was delicious, man. Like, and it had the good whipped cream. It was well blended. It was just magical. So I was like, this is a good way to cap off the night. Like, you know, we had our troubles, we had our problems, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about them, but I had my troubles. And, you know, here I am eating a delicious cold treat, you know what I'm saying, in this cold ass weather. So we packed it up and ran back to the car after we got done eating because it was still cold. They were like, crank up the heat. I'm like, man, this heat going all the way up, you know what I'm saying? Because my fingers felt like I might have caught frostbite. Like, they were kind of numb. And I was like, yo, this is not cool. So definitely heat all the way up. We all dropped in the car with the heat cranked, and I dropped them off, and now I'm here. So that's the end of this video, guys. And whoever is experiencing warm weather already, you know what I'm saying? I don't like you. I mean, I do. It's not your fault. It's the weatherman, whoever is doing that. But anyways, my question for you guys has to be tonight, what are you going to do after this cold weather goes away? Because, I mean, come on. We don't deserve it anymore. You know what I'm saying? But if you're dealing with warm weather already, what are you doing out there? I want to know so I can dream. And one last thing. I got to talk to some of y'all out there. Stop wearing your sandals in the winter. Stop playing with yourself. Because you're not playing me. Just put your shoes on with some socks and act like you got some sense. Because you need to stop coming out here trying to prove like you ain't cold. We know you cold. Stop trying to prove it. There ain't no reason to prove it. I know Tyler be acting like he ain't cold, but he cold. And he know he cold. Tyler, just run your ass back inside the house and wear some clothes. Put some goddamn clothes on. Because we know you cold. Stop trying to prove it. You know what proving it gets you? Arthritis. You don't need that. You don't need any of that. So stop playing. You too grown out here. Every year, you know who y'all are. Every year when y'all come outside and say, oh, it's not cold, but it's -17. Stop playing. Go in the house, grab them clothes, and stop playing. Stop trying to prove it. You're too old for that. All right, guys. Good night. Peace.